I know. There's a very autistic angle. This is actually green screened. I'm not outside. I'm in my room. I bought a green screen though. Hello everyone, welcome back to Just Jake Reviews. I review albums, movies, and sports games, and today we are back with another non-countdown video. Today we are doing the movie madness for July. July was the slowest month of the entire year so far. Oh my gosh. This month is finally over. And I'm not complaining, it was a good month, but it took forever. Once again, green screen behind me. This is not outside. It's actually, yeah, see, it's green screen. I'm touching the green screen. See, that's why I'm wearing red. But yeah, so gonna talk about some movies. Obviously, I do this every single month. I do this basically on the last day of every single month, where I talk about a lot of movies that I like, some I dislike, but whatever. And once again, so since July was a long month, there's a lot of movies. There are. Once again, there are. I'm gonna do this rather quick and not spend a ton of time doing movies or talking about the movies. Once again, I think I mentioned this in my last movie madness, which was I think June. I am not doing the order anymore. I'm just basically going off the order in when I watched them. So I'm not gonna do the rating order anymore. But who knows? I might bring that back eventually in the future. So, all right. So movie number one. First off, we got some of these movies are iconic. Some are just for fun. This one's definitely iconic. So we got Good Will Hunting. Good Will Hunting. I watched. These are all first-time watches. Obviously, that's how it works. Good Will Hunting. This movie people kind of swear on being like like a classic, an amazing like college story, very quotable. It's got everything for someone, and it does. It's got a tiny bit of humor. It's got some, some tough scenes to watch. It's got some emotion. It's great. Good Will Hunting, 8.2, very very good movie. Yeah, which is a low 8. The acting is amazing. Robin Williams, arguably his best performance of all time. So fucking good. I know I love him in Insomnia, but Good Will Hunting he's also amazing in as well. Matt Damon is fantastic. The scene, the It's Not Your Fault scene, I cry at every single time. That scene is so goddamn sad. Ben Affleck as the friend. It definitely has, because I talked about this in June, it definitely has that Dead Poet Society vibe where you watch Dead Poet Society and you feel like this is a good like fall, the atmosphere, you get all like snuggled up with a blanket. It's a nice like cozy movie. Good Will Hunting is a little less cozy than Dead Poet Society, but still a good movie. So Good Will Hunting, W. All right, movie number 2. This movie is iconic as hell and claimed as one of the best movies of all time. I don't understand that, but this movie is still pretty fucking good. But I do not kind of understand the whole thing about like how this is like a top 15 movie ever made. We got Goodfellas. Goodfellas, this movie people swear is like a top 10 movie ever made. While I am in the agreement of it being better than Casino, this movie is not a top 15 movie of all time for me. This movie's awesome. 8.4. This movie's still fantastic. Joe Pesci basically carries every single movie he's in. Rest in peace, Ray Liotta. He's great in it as well. Samuel L. Jackson being in the movie for like 2 scenes and then getting his brains blown out is amazing. I did not fully understand how basic this plot is or how simple this plot is. The plot is basically just a gangster's life. It's basically just a mobster's life. This movie's basically just Ray Liotta living his life. And if people fuck with that, people fuck with that. I thought it was a pretty good movie. I didn't think it was like a 9 or like a spectacular masterpiece, but still pretty fucking good. All right, movie number 3, we got Training Day. Denzel Washington and Ethan Hawke. Wow, what a movie. 8.7. This movie's fucking phenomenal. 8.7, immaculate movie. You get, the chemistry between them two is amazing. I think Denzel Washington won an award for this performance, which is pretty fair. I like drive movies. I like movies where it's like a car chase. Denzel Washington really deserved the Oscar for this movie. He really did. Or he deserved an award for, whatever award he got. There's some scenes that are intense, which are pretty good. There's some pretty good dialogue in the movie. I think it's definitely the best Denzel movie I've seen so far. So yeah, Training Day is phenomenal. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Next up, I actually watched, this is a trilogy, I actually watched all three of these movies because I somewhat enjoy all three, but I'm talking about the first one. Now You See Me. Now You See Me, the Magic movie with Jesse Eisenberg and others, Woody Harrelson, Dave Franco, which I'm not going to lie, he's growing on me. I've always said I'm not a big Dave Franco fan, but now he's starting to grow on me because he's actually kind of good in movies. Yeah, Now You See Me 1 is an 8.6. Very good movie, very solid movie. The second one is not my favorite because it's basically just the same movie as the first one, and I hate sequels that are the exact same as the first movie. I don't like that. And then the third one, Now You See Me, Now You Don't. I love that movie. I think the third one's very good. I mean, it's got Ariana Greenblatt, who is cool. Now You See Me is a very unique movie. This movie genuinely shocked me. Watching this movie, I would have never thought, ooh, 8.6. No, this movie genuinely shocks you. The ending is amazing. When it puts the story together, you're like, oh, yes. Jesse Eisenberg, I love his, like, dry humor and his dry dialogue. It gets pretty, yeah. Yeah, Now You See Me is a very good movie, very surprising movie, I would say. Alright, let's talk about a shithole, because I only have one shithole on this list. Let's talk about one of the worst films I've ever seen in my entire life. This movie is notoriously known for being absolutely ass cheeks. So I was like, you know what, I'll give it a watch only because I like some of the cast. I watched Madam Web. I did. I watched Madam Web. I literally could have done, and it's funny, after I watched Madam Web, I thought about doing a review of this movie on my channel, like its own individual review, but it never happened for some reason. I am not a fan of hers at all. Dakota Johnson, I do not like her at all. I think she is an asshole. I think she gives off asshole energy. Not a fan at all. But the movie has Sydney Sweeney and Isabella Merced. I actually think all three girls in this movie should have their own movie. Like, I think if you get rid of Dakota Johnson and only put in the three young girls in this movie, it's pretty good. And even though Sydney Sweeney's acting is not the best, she's not really there to act. She's there to show off her boobs and show off her because people find her attractive. Men find her attractive. She's not that great of an actress, but Isabella Merced is an amazing actress, in my opinion. I think she's the future of female acting. 2.2. This movie fucking sucks ass. This movie is actually abysmal. This movie is actually one of the worst films ever. I mean, everything about this movie. I mean, the ending, the CGI, the plot, the fucking villain. Everything about this movie. Oh my god. I wish I can remember everything I've said about this movie, like trashing on it, because it's been a little while, because July is the longest month in the world. I realistically should have done a review for this movie individually, but Madam Web is a disgustingly ass movie, and I've never seen Morbius, and I never will, because it has Jared Leto. Alright, let's move away from the negativity, let's go to the positive stuff. We got Jumper. Yes, Jumper, the joke fun movie with Hayden Christensen. This movie's fucking awesome. This movie's amazing. This movie's so fun. It's like an hour and a half long. So fun. They should do more movies like this, okay? Like him jumping through time. Oh my god, amazing. Amazing movie. I recommend watching Jumper. Once again, it's a quick 90-minute movie. You turn it on and off. It's awesome. Next up, we got one of the best movies I've seen ever. Speed, with Keanu Reeves. Speed. This is in my top 30 movies ever. This movie is actually insane. Keanu Reeves is good in the movie. He definitely has that, like, to him. Because, like, when he was starting off and he was younger, wasn't the best actor in the world. Sandra Bullock is amazing in this movie. She's kind of attractive as well. You are on your seat basically the entire movie. You are on the edge of your seat the entire plot of the movie. It's incredible. You guys gotta watch Speed. Speed is fan-fucking-tastic. And everything about, the ending and the middle part, everything about this movie makes sense. Next up, we got a comedy. I normally don't include my comedies in Movie Madnesses, but since I actually like this one, I am. Wedding Crashers. Pretty funny. Top 10 comedy I've ever seen. Wedding Crashers is pretty fucking funny. The scenes in this movie are pretty funny. Rachel McAdams. Again, more Rachel McAdams. Owen Wilson, Vince Vaughn. Amazing. The Will Ferrell's only scene. Peak comedy. Wedding Crashers is fantastic. 8.7. Alright, next movie also has 3 in a series. That's called a trilogy, by the way, if you didn't know what that meant. I enjoyed the first one. The second one was a movie, and then I could not finish the third one. Knives Out, pretty solid movie, 8.4. Knives Out is pretty solid. I like the cast. I think Chris Evans plays an amazing villain. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. I just ruined the whole movie for you. I never thought I would enjoy Murder Mystery, but then again, I love Escape the Night with Joey Graceffa. By the way, if you're a fan of Escape the Night, let me know. Escape the Night with Joey Graceffa. I have no one to talk to about that series. Like, no one talks about it anymore. But I will talk about Escape the Night with you if you're a fan of Escape the Night. So, any Escape the Night with Joey Graceffa fans? But no, Knives Out. I never thought I would love a murder mystery movie, but I kind of do. Also, it's got Ana de Armas, who is attractive as hell. Knives Out is great. Jamie Lee Curtis. Knives Out is just fun. I recommend the first one. Next up, we have an actual masterpiece. This movie is one of the best films I've ever seen, period. In terms of a movie, in terms of not even favorite, in terms of just actually a best movie I've ever seen. The Wolf of Wall Street. Wolf of Wall Street. Wolf of Wall Street. This movie is a 10. This movie's a 10. This movie got a 10 out of 10. This movie is one of the greatest films I've ever seen in my entire life. Yes, it's a 3-hour movie. Should it be? I'll take it. Everything from Leo in this movie, everything from Jonah Hill in this movie, everything from Margot Robbie in this movie, everything from Matthew McConaughey's 5-minute cameo at the beginning of the movie that I thought was a main character in the whole movie. Turns out he's not. Yeah. That was actually his warm-up, fun fact. That was actually unscripted. DiCaprio had no clue what to do in that scene. He was just like, I just went with it. I don't know what it is. In terms of dialogue, this movie might have the greatest dialogue I've ever heard in an entire movie. Just, oh my god. Everything with this movie is just spot on. Spot on. The Wolf of Wall Street is a perfect fucking movie. Every scene makes sense. Yes, is it kind of a long movie? A little, but that's okay. Next movie. Speaking of fun movies that no one gives a shit about anymore, once again, I only watched the first one because I got bored after the second one. The Expendables. What a fun movie, the first one. What a fun movie. Who would have known you taking old-ass action stars from the 80s and 90s and putting them in a modern action cop movie? Pretty entertaining, and it kind of is. There's a lot of fun little, explosions in the movie. There's a lot of fun little lines of dialogue that are pretty funny. Jason Statham is great in every single role he's in. The Expendables, pretty fun movie. Next up, we got another iconic movie, okay? This movie's also 3 the fuck hours long. 3 hours long, and it's good. I would never watch it again, but it's good. This Juice is good. I can't show that. It's a brand. I'm not sponsored. All right, we got The Green Mile. The Green Mile's next. The Green Mile is a Tom Hanks movie that everyone loves. It is one of the best 3-hour films of all time. Is it a good movie? I would say yeah. It's a pretty good movie. It's the plot's pretty straightforward. You get to I like how you get to fall in love, or not fall in love. You get to get inside the character of Michael Clarke Duncan. Michael Clarke Duncan's character, may he rest in peace. His character is a very good performance. Yeah, Tom Hanks is great in every single film he's in. Tom Hanks is amazing in every single movie he's in. The Green Mile's good. I'm giving it an 8 flat, 8.0. It's good. It's not my favorite film to watch, but it's a very good movie. Next up, this movie was me experimenting. I've never watched a movie like this ever, so I tried it out, and it wasn't a bad experience, but it could have been better. I wasn't expecting anything. I was hoping for a better experience with this movie. So I watched Spirited Away for the first time. Spirited Away, a Studio Ghibli film. My first ever Studio Ghibli film. I like everything about this movie except for the movie, if that makes sense. Like, the characters, pretty cool. The animation's obviously great, right? The voice acting's amazing. I love Willem Dafoe as the one guy, or the one dude. There were a few scenes that I did enjoy. I like the scene in the bat. I like the bat scene where they pull everything out of that big slug guy. That's pretty cool. I don't know. This movie's just maybe Studio Ghibli's not for me, really, but this movie... And the last film in this video, we got Bullet Train. Bullet Train with Brad Pitt. Another fun movie that's not really serious. What a fucking kick-ass movie. 8.5. Amazing movie. Brad Pitt's great. I love all the little cameos you got from like Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds. All the fun little cameos. The characters you get to fall in love with. You get to find out who did it at the end. Pretty fun little movie. And that's all for today's video. Hope y'all enjoy. I got a new setup. Once again, it's a green screen. It's definitely not outside of my backyard. It's a green screen. So stop saying it's the backyard because you're wrong. That's all for today's video. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that fun stuff. Tomorrow will be a countdown video, and we will probably finish it. So thank y'all for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.